Jetpack. Y'all ready to discuss the Nintendo Direct? If so,
let's start the show!
Oh! Hey everyone, I'm Jet from InThirdPerson.com, personal look at video games, board games, and other nerdy pursuits, aka the hottest calves on Twitch. Shoutouts to It's C Pininer for joining the stream for the first time. Shoutouts to Player2Start. Shoutouts to Ash100CH for the follow. And I can't remember if I thanked Mr. Cherudum, but yeah, thank you so much for the follow as well. We are now at 788 follows, almost at 800 follows, of course, on the channel here. Every time we hit 100 follows, we fire the money gun. I don't actually know where is the money gun. Oh, there it is. It's right over here. We'll fire that on stream. Ugh. I also think we missed the 700. I think the 700 happened during Extra Life, and I just didn't. We fired the money gun a billion times that day for donations, but we didn't fire it for the. We'll do the 800. I promise. I promise. Okay, let me put that back. Ugh. And let's talk about the Nintendo Direct. Now, is anyone here not seen the Direct? I'm not going to play it. I'm trying to avoid catching copyright claims from Nintendo once this inevitably goes up to YouTube. Definitely not going to play any sound because that is the telltale giveaway for Nintendo shutting this down. I mean, it's going to be unlisted and stuff, but I just don't want that Nintendo smoke and want the video up like it is pure. So I think we'll just talk about the stuff that got revealed and things that I recall. Oh man, this doesn't even show up in a full window. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is terrible. Okay, what if I go full screen? And yeah, okay. We'll show bits and pieces here and there where applicable. But yeah, just right off the top, before we get going, anybody in the chat, if you watched it, let me know your initial thoughts on what we saw today. And do you want to know my initial thoughts now or wait till we run through? I think I'll just share my initial thoughts now, and then we'll run through the initial, like run through it like bit by bit. Player2Start says Nintendo is gonna take all my money. I'm glad that they have a bunch of stuff in there for you. And I saw like the Ghost Trick one. I'm like, oh yeah, that's Player2Start. And then the Samba de Amigo with the maracas. That's pretty awesome. For you in particular, like, I've never played Samba de Amigo. I'm probably not going to play Samba de Amigo. So I'm glad that you enjoyed it. I think that we'll get to the Game Boy Advance and Game Boy games, like a massive win for anyone who's paying for that service right now. I will say that overall, I was kind of disappointed by the whole thing for the most part. Yes. Okay. Pikmin 4 looks really good. I really like the dog thingy. We'll get to that in a sec. Cool. But largely looks like Pikmin, which is okay. I'm a giant Pikmin stan. All for it. We're getting Game Boy Advance and Game Boy games and the whole premium pass thing. That's good news. And yes, Zelda looks awesome. I thought it is looking really ambitious with what they're doing and just lots of cool toys to play with in that world. I think, yeah, the drone thing, and there's a whole bunch of other stuff in there that just look really cool. But the rest of this stuff, this is, I mean, there's a couple bits here and there. Like, I just passed by Advance Wars, and yes, I love Advance Wars. I feel like the lineup is a little weak. Is this just me? I mean, there's probably more than enough here to keep me busy for the next couple of months, but I'm not necessarily like, oh my god, this as a whole is doing it for me. There are definitely games in here that will. Like, for example, we can get to, we'll go in the order that they were shown. Okay, it doesn't go in the exact order of the Nintendo Direct. Like, for example, we got our our Pikmin 4 reveal. This game has been like crazy overdue. I think this was first talked about in the Wii U days. Miyamoto just on a whim was like, oh yeah, we're making Pikmin. And then we didn't see anything about it for years and years and years. And finally it's here, and it looks like Pikmin, which is cool. And we've got, I don't know, like I know they showed off the different types of Pikmin, and there's the red one. I think the ice one is new, because I'm not used to seeing them like have like an elemental effect. I could be wrong, but yes, elemental ones could be interesting in seeing what type of gameplay opportunities. Ice is new. Okay, I thought so. Yeah, the types of effects you can have on the world with elemental based Pikmin, and then this dog Pikmin was super cute, and I'm very excited to see the different types of interactions that you can have with the Pikmin dog in the game. Yeah, this was absolutely adorable, having all the Pikmin just ride on its back. So yeah, Ochi, I think is Ochi, how you pronounce it. It's very cool. But yeah, oh yeah, though we found a castaway. That's Olimar, right? Why else would you cover their face? Yes, this looks very good. I will be picking this up. Massive W. And JF Raptor, thank you so much for renewing your sub. I don't remember the exact order they showed these in, but yeah, let's go. Splatoon 3, this was the... I am a little underwhelmed with this DLC. The fact that it's 2 parts, and then the first part is like, it's a nostalgia play for a game that's not even that old. It's Inkopolis, but it's basically just, we gave you a different main menu. Like, that's it, right? All of the options are still the same. All the items are still the same. It's just, do you want this front-end user interface or this front-end user interface? And hey, for some, Inkopolis, yeah, that's totally fine. But as half of a DLC pass, this doesn't feel like it's it for me. And then the second half, they just alluded to it. I'm guessing this is some sort of single player campaign. That's cool. I have no problem with that. But the fact that half of this is like new menu is not cool, IMO. Though I guess if they had announced that it was just this, it would probably be fine. And then, but the way they build it as like 2 major things didn't sit quite right with me. And JF Raptor says you haven't looked at today's Nintendo Direct yet. Okay, we're running through it. If like, feel free to, pop off and watch. I'm just gonna share my thoughts at a high level of what I thought of the Direct, and I'm just going in the order of the website. We're not gonna go and like run through the video in fear of DMCA stuff. Game Boy games are coming to the Nintendo Switch if you've got the regular online pass. I don't even remember the names for these. There's a handful of games here: Super Mario Land, Tetris, which we'll be playing like right after we finish talking about Link's Awakening. There are some really good games that they picked out of this set. Yeah, Mario Land 2, Legend of Zelda, Gargoyle's Quest is a little bit of a weird one, but sure. The Game & Watch stuff I don't really care for. These games, these are, I mean, it's a cool relic of history. Like, you're not just gonna be able to get a bunch of Game & Watches to play these games, but these have not held up particularly well. But it's a nice novelty to have. Alone in the Dark, I've never seen this before on the Game Boy. This seems like weirdly powerful. And then Metroid 2, like, yes, these are really good picks for Game Boy games to have on here. And Wario Land, yes, absolutely. Kirby's Dream Land, I need to tell my cousin's kid that, yeah, there's a new Kirby game, for him to play. And yeah, these are good ads, and they've added local multiplayer, being able to play Versus Tetris. I've never played Versus Tetris, despite the fact that everybody had that game. And there's a couple of games. The Oracle games are coming. The original Pokemon trading card game is coming, and we're definitely gonna have to stream that. Kirby's Tilt and Tumble, that could be fun. And then they've got GBA games as well, which I'm actually kind of more excited about, because I think the GBA has more bangers than the NES. The Mario 3, like, I mean, you do get to play the e-reader levels, which is a really nice touch. We've got WarioWare, and this is one of my personal favorite games, so I'm all for this. This might be the thing that gets me to sure, the spinning stick thing. I've actually heard this game's really good. And it seems like a really tricky puzzle. If you want to play the worst Mario Kart game, here you go. I think it's bottom 2 with the original Mario Kart. Wario Luigi Superstar, I think people like that one. I could be wrong. Solid games, but like it took them so long to give us a dozen emulated Game Boy games. RIP Virtual Console. Hey, Cowface, welcome back. Yeah, I think people, if they were going to do this, like have it as like a service, it would have been, we should see more games. And you still love Super Circuit? Okay, fair enough. Okay, I will say it is not the worst Mario Kart game. It is the second worst. I think SNES Mario Kart is very rough. Has not held up at this point in time. And there are some more games. Metroid Fusion, Fire Emblem, massive dub, Golden Sun. Oh, sorry. Yeah, massive dub. I wouldn't be surprised if like these 5 games that they show are basically all that's ever gonna come. But still a win. And at this point, the upgrading our pass seems a lot more tantalizing because of, getting support for Nintendo 64, Game Boy Advance. I've already bought the DLC for Mario Kart 8, so that's lost on me. The Splatoon, and Genesis stuff. Oh, I don't even have Genesis yet. So this is a win. This is a win whether you've got regular Nintendo Switch Online or the expansion pack. Great news. And I guess the last one, the Tears of the Kingdom looks awesome. The things that they are doing with the world, all of the sky-based stuff, which they didn't actually show too much of, but there's the weird glove thing, which is now sort of your powers, and the world looks amazing. I think that this looks like a more, that big giant block golem thing looks really cool. A more refined, bigger, better take on Breath of the Wild, and even if it was just more Breath of the Wild, people would be happy with that. But this definitely looks like they are kicking it up. Yeah, we got grinding now. This looks rad. Yeah, the power glove element of it. Yeah, this is your element. Yeah, we got a car. and flying on the drone. Very excited for all of this. And this can't come soon enough. This is going to be amazing. Cannot wait. Now, those are some really big wins. Really big wins. I think between Pikmin, these 4, great news. Everything else, it just kind of wasn't for me. Like, sure, more Xenoblade. Fake Ghost Pirate Robot, thank you so much for ruining your sub. First sub in the fatherhood the new era, the hottest dad on Twitch. I think I've got my work cut out for me if I'm going to try and take that one too. Yeah, Fake Ghost Pirate Robot, how are you doing? Yeah, dad stuff was... what did I... Okay, we'll get to dad talk after this. Little bit. The Xenoblade stuff, I don't play Xenoblade at all. If you do, don't let me know if this DLC is up your alley. Samba de Amigo, I know that there are a lot of people that enjoy Samba de Amigo, and I think it's cool to see this franchise come back in some shape or form. I've never played Samba de Amigo, and this doesn't look like something I'd be particularly interested in, but I do like seeing rhythm games get some love, and Samba de Amigo was like one of the OGs of the Dreamcast era with the actual maraca controllers. So, yeah, sure, I'll take it. Still, that's not necessarily for me. This fashion dreamer game, again, not for me. A game about unlocking different fashions and being an influencer. Not my cup of tea. I will say that I am glad that stuff like this exists, because I think that video games need to be more than just dude bros shooting each other in the head. And I welcome more games of this style, but just personally not for me. The style savvy games are surprisingly popular. Awesome. Love to hear that. And yeah, this definitely looked like style savvy, but I don't think it's the same. We did get... What is this delve into Dark Worlds? Oh, okay, Dead Cells. Like, Dead Cells is fantastic. Any more content for Dead Cells, I'm all for. And it's Castlevania stuff, too. I'm actually super far behind on Dead... I'm talking myself into this Nintendo Direct actually being really good. Sure, more Dead Cells content. I'll take it. I'll take it. I need to go back to that game. I'm like 8 packs of DLC behind though, but it is a fantastic game. We've got the Deca Police, and this one sort of like JRPG combat with Phoenix Wright-ish storytelling, investigating. It's interesting. It's interesting. Not for me, but intriguing idea. Yeah, that's where I'll leave it at that. Ghost Trick was also in that section, by the way. Yes, Ghost Trick is in the Dark Woods. Ghost Trick is a remake, right? Or just a port? We did get the new Bayonetta, another look at the new Bayonetta game, explaining a little more how it works. It's you control Bayonetta and the monster thing simultaneously, and Bayonetta doesn't attack, or Cereza, I think is her name, and the monster does the attacking, and Bayonetta supports the monster. I'm not saying it's bad. It definitely is different than what Bayonetta fans have come to expect, and yeah, it could be good. I think just the most jarring thing is that it is in the Bayonetta universe, and it is a wildly different thing that is maybe later. Also, I'm just not really a Bayonetta fan. I played a little bit of Bayonetta 1, and I think just like the character action game is just not my style. This might actually be more up my style than regular Bayonetta. We did get another look. I actually am really excited for this game, Illusion Island, looking like a Mickey version of like the new Super Mario Bros. Games with the 4-player co-op. Myself, Steph, and then my sister-in-law and her husband have played through. Yeah, one of my all-time favorite gaming moments was us beating new Super Mario Bros. on Wii. And we stayed up till like 3:30 in the morning and just beat it in one sitting. Seeing another one game of that style with the 4-player co-op with Mickey looks pretty cool, and I hope that this is good. So yeah, this is on my list. Okay, so maybe this wasn't so bad. Maybe this Direct wasn't so bad as I have been making it out to be. Yes, there's Fire Emblem DLC. I don't know if I love the Fire Emblem series. I am generally enjoying my time with Fire Emblem Engage. I don't know if I need this DLC. And like I get it, right? They're very much hitting us on the head with the fan service. Like, hey, remember Soren from the GameCube game? And then Camilla from the DS game, who was like your super hot sister or whatever. And then yeah, Crom and Robin from arguably the best Fire Emblem game, working together. Like that, it is very much that, but I think like the hook of like, here's all these greatest hits characters, I don't think it's as good. I don't think it's as ambitious or as good of a hook for the Engage game as I would have hoped. And so that part of it has kind of like dulled my experience a little bit. I am enjoying the game, and I do like the new characters that are in there, but the I'd say overall reliance on, hey, remember this cool character from this other Fire Emblem game? And I say this as someone who's played like all of them. It just seems kind of cheese to me. And yeah, there's extra maps for all of these characters. Okay, more maps. Yeah, that's fine. All right, so we do have another Don't Nod game with, of course, from the makers of the Life is Strange series, and this one looks like I mean it's definitely smaller scale, lower budget, different art style. Not saying it's going to be worse, but it does seem like a game that's sort of in that style of Life is Strange. A little different, but could be cool. Could be cool. All right, so maybe this direct wasn't so bad. Maybe it's Etrian Odyssey 1, 2, and 3. You can buy them separately or in the compilation. I do appreciate that you can buy them separately. I never really played these games. I do think it's a nice update that you don't have to draw the map yourself. That's pretty rad. The Advance Wars reboot is finally coming out on the... What day is that coming out on? April 21st. And I've been excited for this one because I am a huge stan of the Advance Wars series, and I love to see that it's coming back in some shape or form, and maybe it gives this... I was gonna say, like, I'm not holding my breath for Advance Wars to have some sort of revival or see a new game in the series. I think that ship has long sailed at this point because it's the same developers as Fire Emblem. We're just gonna get more Fire Emblem games because the ceiling for Fire Emblem is way higher than Advance Wars in terms of sales, in terms of creativity, and like I'm just happy to see Advance Wars not be completely forgotten and now available for people to play on a modern platform. Yeah, you forgot about those Advance Wars remakes. Yeah, the whole Ukraine thing kind of iced it, and now they're back. So I'm glad to see the Advance Wars come back, and I don't blame Nintendo for taking the time off when they did. Player 2 Start says, you think you skipped over the RPG section with Octopath and Sea of Stars, which both look great. Did I skip over that? No. What here? Rock and Roll? Okay. I might have. I will say, I have not played. Okay. Octopath Traveler 2. I know there are a lot of people who really like the first Octopath. I played the demo of Octopath and I was like, yeah, this is cool. It looks very pretty. Not my cup of tea, but more Octopath is good news for fans of that series. Still looks stunning. And yeah, and then we got Katamari again coming back. And sure, give me more Katamari. I don't think this is a new game, but it's Katamari Damacy. This game looked pretty good too. Okay, fine. This direct was good. Octopath 1's battle system is so fun. It played like a JRPG system, like, for me. I'm not the biggest fan of like that menu based system, but sure. Not trying to be dismissive, but I know that there are a lot of people that are really into that game, so it's just not for me. All right, we did get this. I found kind of weird, right? So they have the this is the Etrian Odyssey trailer. No, the Kirby. Oh, okay, they broke it. The Kirby game, which is I think a remake of an old one, and they basically show you the post-game content, which is a series of levels with a different character. Yeah, sure, I'm probably gonna pick it. Okay, this is Nintendo's lineup's looking pretty good because I realize there's like 6 games I'm going to buy here at least. Also, yeah, Metroid Prime coming back. It's available now digitally, and physically it's going to be out in soon. A stark reduction in farming-based games? Absolutely. That was ridiculous on the last direct, where half of the games are farming games. Player 2 Start says, Metroid Prime, I don't think I have to play again, but I'll probably pick it up too. I'm probably going to pick up Metroid Prime as well. I don't know if I need a physical copy of it, but I loved this game when it first came out. It does look great. When a couple of years ago I hooked up a GameCube to stream this and was like, yeah, this game is still really good. And I never did beat this. So I think I would be willing to give this another shot. Now, granted, my backlog is ridiculous right now trying to work through Fire Emblem, still have Mario Rabbids, still have Midnight Suns, still have God of War, among many other games. But yes, I probably should pick this up. Go Metroid Prime. I do love the fact that they have modern controls, dual analog controls. Thank you. Cowface says, I would have hoped for like the trilogy remastered, but that's a lot at once. I wouldn't be surprised if all 3 get remastered in advance of Metroid Prime 4. Also, 40 times 3 makes more sense than 60x1. Do you mean like cost? I'm not sure what you mean by 40x3 versus 6. Okay, yeah, 40 times. Selling 3 games instead of 1. Okay. Yeah, I bet they're going to remake all 3 of them. If they've done all the work to do the first one, it should be, why not do the other 2? And I will probably buy all of the other 2 as well. I never did buy Metroid Prime 3. Yeah, I never got around to that. And I never played Metroid Prime 2. I think if it comes out on Switch, that's probably the time we actually do it. Okay, this was a good Nintendo Direct. This was a good Direct. That was a bunch of stuff that I enjoy. And now that we're cutting down into the deeper cuts, Master Detective, I don't know. Yeah, this is not for me. But again, there's probably an audience for this. This doesn't look bad by any means. Wings take on flight. What is this? Oh, Baten Kaitos? Yes. So another sort of, yeah, bringing back an old game here. But I know that there are fans of this one from the GameCube era. Shoutouts to Chris from Double Jump. I remember she had these. You've always wanted to check out. Well, there you go. And yes, for these games, I think no one has really talked about in a long time. So being able to have another opportunity to try these out on a modern platform, good news. Good news. Okay, fine. This was good. This is good. Here we have our farming game, Fantasy Life. The girl who stole time, or what have you. The girl who steals time. Yeah. You explore the island. There's some dungeon crawling stuff in here too. Not a farming game. Okay, fine. It looked very Animal Crossing to me. But okay, it is not a farming game. I take that back. And then we got more Mario Kart DLC. Like, we don't have to go into videos on that. And then we got the montage of stuff. That game looks really cool. Chibi baseball, sure. Yeah, Minecraft Legends. This is the RTS one, I think, that Mulligoon was talking about. Blanc. Yep. Yeah, this one looks great. One of those like two players cooperating with each other, sort of It Takes Two vibes. Really excited for that. All right, in Mega Man Battle Network, getting all of them in one. Yes, that's good. Have a Nice Death looks pretty cool. Chibi Baseball, it could be fun. It could be fun. Disney Dreamlight Valley, and this is not out of beta yet, right? I know Steph is intrigued by it. And then, yeah, Tales of Spawn. Okay. All right, so I stand corrected. This was a pretty good Nintendo Direct. There is a reasonable amount of stuff to be excited for. It is definitely better than the last Nintendo Direct that was all farming simulators. So I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Now, do we think... I mean, they did say it was largely for the first half of the year. I mean, what's left for Nintendo in 2023 at this point in time? Like, what... I am starting to think that we are... I mean, and rightfully so. The Nintendo Switch is like 17, 18, 19, 20, 20, and 22. It's like 7 years old at this point. We're probably... we are closer to the end of the Nintendo Switch's lifespan than we are to the beginning of it. And they've pretty much put out all their franchises at this point. What's left for the Nintendo Switch? And it's still selling like crazy. And it's very much on a run to potentially be the best-selling video game console of all time. Very well could get there. I am just very curious to see what comes after this. And I think I missed the bit where they said that this is mostly focusing on the first half of the year. And I was like, if this is all we have for 2023, then it's kind of a bummer. But if it's just the first half, this is fine. This is fine. All right. So that is my thoughts on the Nintendo Direct. If you've got any more thoughts on what we saw, feel free to chime in the chat. And in the meantime, we've got the Game Boy stuff booted up. We'll dabble in some. We might just play Tetris the whole time. I don't know. I mean, this would basically just be... Oh, I should also change the stream title here. Oh, man, I have to change my... Hold on. Actually, can I go here? And... Oh, no. Nope, I can't do it that way. Okay. Hold on. Give me a second. I have to change the input on the monitor here so that I can change the title of the stream. So now we are playing Tetris. Let's just go Tetris. It's probably not even the right Tetris. That's fine. This game, what an icon. Tetris, Game Boy Tetris. I've been waiting to play this on a modern console. Well, it did come out on the 3DS, right? This did come out on the 3DS, and I have it downloaded there too. And this is, like, I definitely play... What? There's Rewind? I don't know if I like that. Not in Tetris is not a... I mean, there are people who are going to abuse the crap out of Rewind and Tetris, but that's not what I'm here for. Game Boy Tetris is one of the first games you ever played? That's awesome. Player 2 Start says this game is rough to come back to. And I mean, maybe. I think that because it is of the classic Tetris rules, it's not guideline Tetris. You're not getting T-spins or anything like that. And yes, I would imagine that it does feel incredibly stiff. It doesn't have the... You can just slam the pieces straight down. Man, what a horrible start. And this doesn't have the Tetris, the modern Tetris rules in terms of the bag system. So it is rough in that regard as well. But for a whole generation of players, this is Tetris. This is the Tetris that everything is measured against. And some people just don't want to play modern Tetris. They just want to play this old Tetris. And oh my goodness, I am playing... This is miserable. When am I gonna get an eyepiece here? Oh, I got that eyepiece way too late. Okay, let's figure this out from here. I cut my like I played Tetris before this version of Tetris. The very first time I played Tetris was on DOS at my mom's work, where despite being a business oh no, damn it, I'm playing on Pro Controller. I didn't think it was going to be that serious. And yeah, I was holding down and then it tilted to the left. So I'm going to have to be very careful here on how I place stuff. Oh, that was, again, I was pressing down and it slid left. And yeah, I played Tetris there and was like, yeah, this is cool. This is cool. And then Tetris came out on the NES, and I played a bit of that as well. Oh, I would really love to have the Switch. It came out on the NES, and I never had NES Tetris, so I think I have it now. As an old man, I have a copy of NES Tetris, but growing up, I didn't have it. But Game Boy Tetris, this is the one. Oh no, I screwed that up. Game Boy Tetris is the one that I had thanks to our cousins John and Jeff when Randy was a baby, they gave they gave Randy their Game Boy, and they gave him a copy of Tetris as well. And that is how I played Tetris, and I ended up playing a ton of Tetris on Randy's Game Boy. Tetris Effect has a classic mode. Yes, it does. What bugs me about Tetris Effect's oh no. 20 lines? Oh my goodness. Nah, this will not stand. Also, I'm gonna have to... Okay, we're doing better than that. We're doing better than that. What bugs me about the Tetris, the classic Tetris in Tetris Effect, the song is not the same. They changed like one note and it drives me nuts. And they probably had to do it for legal reasons. But, oh. The fact that they did change that one thing drives me insane. It's such a petty reason to not like a game, but I am a Tetris boomer, and that's just what I know. Oh, why am I getting the double line right here? Okay. All of the music and sound effects are weird sounding knockoffs of the Game Boy sounds. Yeah, that's why I can't roll with that version. Oh no! No! Okay, no. Get this out of here. No, we're not playing with that controller. Where is... I'll be back. Why is there a spinning icon on the screen? I will be back. I think the controller grip is upstairs. Player 2 start. You're running the stream in the meantime. Other dirty pursuits. Yep. Changing lots of diapers. That's what we do here now. Dirty pursuits. Ugh. I need to be careful what I say here. Like, I do enjoy talking about the experience of parenthood, and I think there are a lot of people that will relate to stories of parenthood and stuff. But I don't want to put my son in a position where I'm just like embarrassing him with these stories of like, oh yeah, when you were like 3 days old, you did this whatever, right? I just don't want that out there. So I have to be careful. I'm not like just burying him at this point. Especially since I love him to death and he is my everything. And I will do whatever it takes to make him happy. Yesterday, I will say this, yesterday. So, Mulligoon, I think on a last stream, talked about how his babies don't let him sit down. I'll switch back here, right? They don't let him sit down when he's carrying them. Yeah, you have to stand up. And I was like, oh no, Leo's cool. You do whatever. Last night it wasn't that. Last night I had to, like the other night it was like he wanted to be in his room. So I had to hang out with him in his room till he fell asleep. Then he came back downstairs. He woke up, freaked out. I had to bring him back upstairs, and then he was fine. Yesterday, he was very fixated on all of the pictures in our living room wall. So if you see the Extra Life Marathon, like the backdrop there of like all our photos and our art and stuff like that, he was very interested in looking at that. So I had to stand in a very specific spot, holding him at a very specific angle so he can look at the wall. And it had to be, and like, it's fine. But like, okay, imagine this is Leo, right? So he's like this, looking at the backdrop here, all right? After weeks of carrying the baby, most of the time with his head towards the right side, my shoulder actually hurts pretty bad. And I'm trying to get him to move to this side. Now he does not like it when I carry him on this side. So I kind of have to keep it to this side, and I stood up for almost an hour just like was holding this one spot and like patting him on the butt till he fell asleep so he could look at the backdrop. But yeah, this is parenthood. Ugh. And this is just what kids do, right? Totally worth it. And I say that unironically. Yes, there's challenges to it, but I absolutely love being a dad, and I am very much trying my best to embrace the moment. Okay, we've got the right controller now. No excuses. We're gonna go and drop a hundo right here. Right here. But yeah, it's kind of crazy. Even stuff like that, right? He's going to be turning 1 month old soon. And he's still small, but it's been fascinating to see the ways in which he's already growing, where he has a basic understanding of how to use his hands to keep his pacifier in his mouth. He's not quite articulate enough with his fingers to be able to like grab it intentionally. He does sometimes grab it and then rip it out, and then he freaks out of like, why is this out of my mouth? Like he doesn't know enough to like pick it up and put it back in yet. But he's starting to get a sense of his hands. He can punch stuff, and like he has a chair that he sits in that has a cloud and a sheep that he punches the cloud. And now we've had he has a tummy time playset thing, and we bought some extra toys to go on it. And there was another cloud that we bought, and he was punching that all the time. But then we also bought a sun in the same style, and I think because the sun is brighter and more eye-catching, he's now just punching the sun. All right. And yes, certain things where now that he has a preference for where he wants to hang out sometimes, he has a preference for what he wants to look at. He does have a bit of, I mean, he's always kind of had a preference for music, but that's because we trained him while he was still in utero. But it's crazy to see. And yeah, the other night when he was just like, nah, I don't want you to carry me. I just want to sleep by myself, fall asleep on my own, was kind of crazy and kind of awesome, and also kind of heartbreaking as well. Of just like, oh, you're starting to get independent. I see how this is. But it's great. Ultimately, it is great. I wouldn't trade this experience for the world. I have wanted to experience this pretty much my entire life, and now we're here. And now that we are here, I am going to embrace all of it and enjoy every day. And yeah, it's been fascinating, like in talking with Steph about our time together, because we met in like very early adulthood, and since then it hasn't like yes, we've gone through different stages and we've gotten married and all that, but it feels like there hasn't been much change in who we are and how we carry ourselves. If like I can define like our relationship in terms of like, here's when we didn't live together, here's when we lived in our first home, here's when we lived in our second home, but like I still feel basically the same. I still more or less look the same, and yeah, we've been together now for 15 years and it doesn't feel like a lot has changed. But now we have Leo, and he is going to grow, and he is like this physical manifestation of time passing that we have, and he is going to grow he's going to make us more mindful about the time and time passing, because of when a year passes, what he looks like now versus what he's going to look like a year from now is going to be different, versus 5 years versus 10. Like, time's going to feel like it passes by a lot faster because of that. And it's weird, like, even now, as someone who, like, I'm currently on parental leave from work, and in our current arrangement, I wake up at like 3:30 in the morning, and I'm with him from 3:30 to 8 o'clock in the morning. That time, like, you'd think this is the dead of night and there's nothing going on, and it is basically just me trying to get him to sleep, and then for roughly half of that time he is actually asleep, and I don't know what it is, but like that time passes by so fast, and it's crazy just how, when I look back at the time, it's usually like Steph hands them to me. He wakes up, I change his diaper, I feed him, and then I rock him and put him to sleep, and then 2 hours is gone. I'm like, wait, where the heck did that time go? Man, it's wild. All right, we've got 63 lines, 64. But yeah, being a dad has been very cool. It has been very eye-opening to me in terms of just like looking at the world now from a different perspective of like what is the world like now that there is this little one that Steph and I have to account for. And it's little things like the time I tried to go to Mary Brown's Chicken, and I parked right in front of the restaurant and realized I can't just go into the restaurant, straight into the restaurant, despite the door being 2 feet in front of me, because there are curbs here, and I have to bring the baby with me, and I have to take out the car seat and then put him in the stroller, and then ride all the way to the entrance ramp, all the way down to, like, I have to do my part in keeping this kid alive, and someday he's going to be able to talk, and he's going to be an adult someday, like all that type of stuff. It's a lot. Thinking about all of those things, but I'm so grateful that we are in that position where we get to have that experience. And I think the thing I am most looking forward to with parenthood is, like, at this point in time, like, Leo is, I think he knows how to get mad. He very much knows how to get mad. And he can be an absolute fireball when he is not happy. But I look forward to the day when he can communicate to us that he is happy, when he starts to, like, coo and talk. He doesn't really do that yet. Like, sometimes we'll hear him just, like, coo or grunt, but it's not to the point where, like, he's really trying to communicate with us at this point. But I look forward to the day when he is able to communicate with us on that level. Because yeah, it can sometimes feel pretty selfless of like, I just spent the last 2 hours carrying you till you calmed down and fell asleep, and there was no sort of like thank you or acknowledgement for any of that effort. It's just like he just passed out, or you know, he's starving, and then you feed him, and there is no nice. I did say we were gonna drop a hundo here, and we're almost there. I did. What was this? Yeah, there was no like acknowledgement or thank you, or like, even though he smiles, right? Like he does make smiley faces, but it's not because he's happy. It's I feel like it is just like a Twitch reaction sort of thing, and not I'm deliberately smiling because I'm happy. I don't think he's there yet, but I so look forward to that part. All right, we hit 100 lines. I don't know if there's... I mean, yeah, we'll hit 100 lines. Maybe we'll try mode B, but I don't think there's too much reason for us to sit here and have me grind out this version of Tetris unless I'm trying to get some sort of high score. And I have no idea what sort of numbers I need to put up to make any sort of competitive level score in this game. If there even is such a thing. There probably is a competitive scene for this version. But yeah, that's just kind of... There's the dad update for the time being. For whether you have kids or not, what was like the last experience you had with let's say a baby? What was the last experience you had with a... Oh no! No! Because I will say, like, in my life, I've had a lot of opportunities to interact with children. I come from a large extended family, and I've had tons of cousins throughout the years, and on my mom's side in particular, I am the oldest one. So like all of the I was always the oldest one, and babysitting and seeing them grow, but most of my interactions were of a, you know, as a kid, just hanging out with another kid, a younger kid, and I didn't really have much experience with a newborn baby. The only time I was really around it was when Randy was born, at which point I was 6, 7 years old at the time, and I was not doing any of the caretaking. At that point, I don't even think I was carrying Randy at that point. Anyway, let's go start with this one, and let's go like level 5. And yeah, this is the thing I was thinking about. So my experience with newborn, like babies, is basically non-existent, and it has been fascinating trying to figure out how to be a parent of a newborn at this juncture, and it's been really cool to start to learn stuff and start to get a better understanding of what Leo wants, and figure out what I can do to support him and to support Steph throughout all of this as well. And I still very much have so much to learn. And yeah, certain things, like we did buy a couple of toys for him to play with. Like we bought a set of sort of rings for him to hold and to chew on, and for the most, he's not really there yet. At this point, he can punch some stuff sometimes, and that's about it. And like even things like, yeah, just hold this thing is not really he can hold stuff, but he's not at a point where he can deliberately hold a thing with his hands. So he's a little, I wouldn't say behind. That's not the word I was looking for there, but not quite ready for that level of engagement yet. But I look forward to the day when, yes, he can start deliberately grabbing stuff. That's probably when he's going to start deliberately grabbing my glasses and ripping them off my face. That part I'm not looking forward to. Hey, there we go. We beat the stage. Excuse me. Oh, that's not annoying at all. Oh, okay. So yeah, that's all of it. That is basically Tetris right there. Type A. Hopefully he never removes your contacts from your eyes. Yeah, that would be horrible. Okay, let's go back to game selection here. And let's try something else. Mario Land 2, Kirby, Zelda. I will play some more. I've never played this Mario Land game. Yeah, let's try it. Let's try it. Okay. Whoa, that jump is crazy high relative to the rest of the screen. Mad hops. Is that a... Okay. I have never played this game before, by the way. Yeah, I think I may have played Super Mario Land once for less than 5 minutes at the CNE or something like that. But this is all alien to me. Okay, this is the other side of the pipe. But cool to experience. What other sort of things? I've definitely developed like stronger feelings about like baby products and items and what stuff you need and what stuff you don't need. Oh, there's slowdown? Why is there are they just emulating the slowdown from the original version, or does the Nintendo Switch can't handle this game? Beating this game sucks. If you ever game over, you have to go back and beat every boss you already beat. Oh god. Okay, so maybe we don't. Maybe we don't. Maybe we don't do that here. No! Okay. We go up, 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 and we ring the bell. Yes. Okay, awesome. Oh, I need to change the tag here. Uh-oh, hold on. Wait. Hold on. Update the stream. We're not playing Tetris anymore. We're playing Super Mario Land. I don't want Jeff Bezos to come smack Emmett Shear to just come and smack down the stream. Ban me. Super Mario Land. Super Mario Land 2. 6 golden coins. There we go. Okay, it's fine. Everybody chill out. Chill out. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, we grabbed nothing there. Damn. Okay. Where are we going? All right, let's go to this house thing and see. Tree zone. What is a tree zone? Okay, levels. Got it. right. Anyone here ever played this one before? This one's the debut of Wario, right? Hmm? Okay, we don't need another flower. That's fine. Oh, we can't get out of here. Okay. Weird. One of our family friends had this. That's how you played it? Ah, okay. Yeah, no, I've never played this before. It's a Mario game. It's a Mario game. This is... I mean, if I was playing this on a Game Boy at the time, I would think this was pretty good. Considering my experience with Game Boy games being largely uninspired. There we go. Faco Spy Robot says, did the Game Boy have the same audio chip as the NES? If anything, this sounds a little bit better. I have no idea. It had one less channel? Oh, okay, so it's technically worse. Okay, so this is water. Got it. What? Was there a spin jump that I just did? Otherwise, basically the same shit. Okay. Yeah, how did I do that? And the ambient... Oh, hold on. Wait. Hold on. Athena, let me give you your points back. Why didn't that work? Hold on. My Leorn board is broken. I will fix that. Hold on. Save your emotes. Give me a second. I need to... Yeah, sorry about that. The Leorn board is currently broken. I have to re-authenticate. I didn't realize that it needed that. I just turned it on and... Oh, nope, that's the wrong link. Let me... Nope. Copy URL. Paste this here. Okay. All right, Athena, I gave you your points back, so don't worry about it. And you can try the thing again. It should work. Is it me? You didn't break it. It was my fault. Every couple of weeks/months, it needs to re-authenticate, which I failed to do. So now if you do the thing, it will work. All right, everybody. Y'all know what's coming. So get your emotes ready. I'll wait for Athena to do it unless they don't want to. And then I can just do it. We'll give Athena a second here. Dun, 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 dun. You're also lagging. Okay. No worries. Yeah, so I'll just continue on as if we were playing the game, had no idea that Athena was here, and I'm just going to continue swimming along the sky. Is that water? I think that's supposed to be water. Look at Mario go. Okay. Hit the halfway mark, and now we go. Oh, what are these things? Also, secrets. Has to be secrets, right? Oh, absolutely. This is not just going to send me to some sort of death trap. Haha. Now you have an ad. Oh, no. What is this bunny power up? Oh, no! And then I immediately lose the power up. Uh-oh. We're dead. we're dead. Oh, no. Okay, let's try that again. We did hit the checkpoint, so not too bad. All right. Y'all know what time it is. It's the emote storm. You've had all this time to set up. I want to see all the emotes in the chat. Let's go. Yes. Athena making it rain. We've got a whole bunch of flags from player 2 start in Canada. I think that's France, Korea, Mexico, head nods, of course. Pokemon cards, because why not? Yes, height HYD raid. I don't know what that means, but shout outs to them. Good. Go team. Go team. Awesome. Good job, homies. Good job. Athena, how you doing this evening? I hope you're doing well. Earlier this evening, we were talking about the Nintendo Direct and some of the big new announcements. Oh, hydrate. Ah, got it. I should have hydrated there. Okay. But yes. Yeah, we were talking about the Nintendo Direct and some of the big reveals, and I talked myself into believing that talked myself into the belief that the Nintendo Direct was better than I initially thought. Okay, I'm spinning like crazy, but I'm not. I still don't know how I'm doing that. Also, I don't know how do I get out of here? Okay, I'm spinning. No idea why, but sure. Oh no! No! Go Mario, go! Yeah, this looks so jank. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, so maybe this game a little tougher than I initially thought. That's fine. Okay. Also, this was the secret, right? Yeah, this is the secret. Yeah, let's go all the way down. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Let's try this. So here's the bunny thing. How does this work? Okay, so that's a really long float. A really long float. Oh, if you mash it, it stays like almost entirely. Oh, we did get a 1-up. Okay, that's good. That's good. If you mash it really fast, you can go almost just horizontal. That seems kind of OP. There we go. Okay, cool. We got it. We got it. We got it. All good. Don't worry about it. Yes. Heck yeah. We love ourselves some 3-ups. Yeah, we were talking about the Nintendo Direct, and then I was just sharing the latest in my dad adventures. Do I even want the fire flower here? I don't think so. I think I just want the rabbit ears, and we're just gonna cheese our way through the entirety of the game here. Go. No! 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 Okay. Pray that there is low land. Dadventure rules. JF Raptor with the Luigi emotes. Nice. Okay, let's try this again. And maybe next time, let's be a little more modest. No, why did... Physics, man. Physics. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't get off to a running start like I would have expected. But, oh well. Let's carry on. Oh, okay. Yeah, very... platform we can go to here, and there is a free life that we get, and now I don't... Oh, there's another one. There's another one. Heck yeah. Now where do we go? Are we supposed to go... Oh, no. I don't know where we're supposed to go. Are we supposed to go all the way up here? I guess so. Sure. I can go this way. No! No. Stop. Jet, calm down. Calm down. No reason to freak out here. I am a little on tilt by how little you can see going left and right. Okay, so there's a platform here. Yeah, that tripped me up. I was trying to jump on that thing, and then when I couldn't... Okay. Okay. This is kind of scary. Kind of scary. But... I think this feels like it's pretty good for a Game Boy. No! That was such a no! That was okay. No, Nintendo, please. Like, they're like, here's your free life. Now you don't get it, and you get sent all the way back to the bottom of the level. That was crap. That was crap. How was I supposed... I don't like it. Not one bit. Not one iota. I cannot believe we got scammed by Nintendo like that. Okay. Maybe... Bounce. It's okay. We'll make it through. Uh-oh. Here we go. Let's, yeah, get those things to fly away. I think I kind of want to do, not gonna lie, I know we did like a just dadding chat when Leo was first born and we first came back. I would love to do another one of those. Not, it doesn't have to have the baby here. I don't know if he's gonna want to spend time down here. He doesn't like the lights. They're way too bright. But just to talk about like dad things explicitly, like here the I got baited again. Now I don't even know. This is ridiculous. Okay. Okay, let's... There. No, why, what was I doing? Oh, okay, you hold down to do the spin jump. Yeah, so hold down and then you can do that type of jump. Or you can just jump and then spin in the air. That's kind of weird. Yeah, why would they put the... No! This is... Nintendo, please. This is very mean game design. How can you tell that those particular... Okay, that one's on me. That one's on... come on. All right, all the way back up we go. We still have time, right? There can't be much more to the level than what we have seen thus far. Okay. There. Okay. Up. No! No! Okay. Okay. Okay, hold on. Time out. We're going back to the regular controller for one. Hold on. No. We'll change the grip order. I don't like this. Let's go back to the Pro controller, which is probably fine for Mario. Okay. Not saying this is going to fix everything, but okay, this definitely feels more comfortable at least. I don't think it was the controller's fault. I think I was messing up pretty hard there. This is a tricky level, though. I will say, there's some really unforgiving parts to this that really punish the fact that... No! What? That is tripping me up. Like, how Mario's momentum doesn't... I think, yeah, the changing directions into running, there is a bit more lag that I need to account for that feels weird. I don't think that's the way it is in other Mario games to the same extent. But that's on me. Okay. We're gonna beat it. We're gonna beat. I promise you, we're gonna beat it. It's gonna be okay. At the very least, they keep giving out free lives, so there's no way. It is unlikely we will game over here. Did anyone here have a Game Boy growing up or play this console as a, back in the day or even recently? Like, what was your experience like with this original Game Boy? I remember... Okay. I don't know how to jump around that. Like, at the time, this was not considered to be the greatest graphics or anything, and there were a number of consoles that boasted better graphics, like the Game Gear, the Atari Lynx, and despite the fact that it was considered that those had better graphics, this was the portable console that dominated. Okay. And I think a big part of that was the Nintendo name. No, why did I not have momentum there? The Nintendo IP. Okay, we got through it. Nintendo IP, the game support. And I think a big one that you had to be there for it, the battery life was a big thing. So at the time, your Sega Game Gears, your Atari Lynxes, those lasted maybe 3 hours on battery. And it's basically what the Nintendo Switch is now, maybe a little worse even back then. But the taller, like now you think of your Nintendo Switch playing for 3 hours and people are like, fine. But back in the day, yeah, 3 hours versus the Game Boy, which seemingly lasted forever, was a lot more convenient for people. So color be damned, because the Game Boy had the games and the Game Boy had the battery life. Yeah, I didn't play much Game Gear. My friend Gandhi had one, and I played it a handful of times. It was cool. And I played a little bit... Okay. The most busted power-up in all of Yeah, this feels like the most broken power-up in all of Mario here. Even worse than the cape, because the cape is a high skill power-up, and that you have to have that develop the feel for how to go from, like, how to keep yourself in the air, versus this is just jump in the air and then mash on the jump button. I'm gonna skip all those rewards. I don't care. I just want to get out of here. No! This game, though. This game. Okay. We're gonna get through it. We're gonna get through it. Do y'all want to see... Do I want to stream this next week? Like, are we gonna try and beat this game and just add it to the list of things we play? This is definitely more challenging than I thought, and potentially more interesting too. Let's go! Please tell me. Okay. Uh-oh. Boss time. You think it'd be a fun challenge? Okay. Yeah, let's try and beat this. So we'll wherever we leave off, we'll pick this up next week. I'll probably still be playing Fire Emblem Engage in the background, and that game is still very good. I'm enjoying my time with it, and I don't know if I like it more. I think there are certain aspects of it that I definitely like more than Three Houses, but other parts of it I don't. So it kind of nets out almost the same. Here we go. Golden coin. We got one of the 6. Sick. Other games I remember playing on the Game Boy. I rented one of the Ninja Turtles games on Game Boy. Okay, what happens here? 20 lives? Heck yeah! That's what I'm talking about. I remember renting that NES Game Boy game. I actually have it now as part of the Cowabunga collection, and maybe we'll try that out. Yeah, I also remember playing Street Fighter on the Game Boy. We bought a bootleg Game Boy game that had a bunch of other games on it, and Street Fighter was one of them. And I think it was, Street Fighter was officially released on the Game Boy. It was based on Super Street Fighter 2. It was very rough. It had like a handful of characters, and Street Fighter's a 6-button game, and this one only had 2 buttons, and they had to make some really weird concessions for how it worked. It was not very good. I did play the heck out of it because it's Street Fighter, and I love Street Fighter, but it was not maybe the one of the worst ways you could play Street Fighter 2. Would not recommend. From this particular era of the Game Boy, I think Tetris is still fun to play, though Randy makes some fair points. I think that in the pantheon of Tetris options that one can play, in particular in a world of guideline Tetris, Game Boy Tetris is not necessarily the one you want to play. And on top of that, if you're going to play a retro Tetris game, you're probably going to want to play Tetris on the NES instead. So, the Game Boy Tetris does hold a lot of meaning for a lot of people. It's one of the best-selling games of all time. Definitely when you think about the Game Boy, that is one of the games. It is like maybe the most iconic Game Boy game of all time. So you can hold the button down, at which point you'll just gradually float downwards. But if you mash the jump button, you can You can cheese it so you're going more horizontal through. Okay. Yeah, you can do more, you know, quote unquote skilled flying like that. And yes, there was. Oh, I missed the bell. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I don't know what makes this level inherently Mario, but sure. We're just gonna keep flying. Just run to the right, and then just mash the button. Look at this, the pinnacle of video game performance right here. Look at how skilled I am at navigating this level. Right? Only a gamer of immense talent can skillfully navigate their way through a Mario game like this. Okay, there we go. No, this power-up is really... No! I got rid of the... Oh, I got rid of the bunny ears. Give me the bunny ears back. No! How do I get... How do I... Oh, no. No! Oh, that's what I get. I deserve that. I absolutely deserve that. Okay. Rolling, 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 roll. Yeah, Yeah, this definitely doesn't feel quite like a Mario adventure. There's just like little bits and pieces that are off. But it's alright. This is an alright game. I definitely am enjoying it. And I think we should play this through. Hey! Oh yeah, especially since for some reason I just missed these games, and I could have bought Game Boy. Yeah, I was so reluctant to buy Game Boy games back in the day. What the heck is this thing? Oh, that's just the bad guy. Okay. Yeah, I spent all my video game money on like NES and SNES games, and Game Boy games just weren't. That wasn't. What do you mean by Game Boy game? Oh my goodness. Why would you do that? Okay. Just like I could have, in the whole SNES versus Sega Genesis war, I could have just bought a Sega Genesis and then gotten games from both. Never crossed my mind, considering how much money I spent on Super Nintendo games. I could have just bought a Genesis. Anyhow. Okay, I understand what the level's trying to do now. I get it. I get it. What's everybody got going on this weekend? I think Valentine's is coming soon. Yeah, it'll be our first Valentine's with the little one. I know he's not really in a position to do much of anything with that information, but we're going to try and do some sort of family Valentine's thing. And we'll say, Steph and I did a photo shoot with Leo to make some Valentine's cards for our family. And it's funny, like we talked about doing it before the day before he was born, when we went to the store and they had Valentine's outfits, and we're like, yeah, this would be cute. And we bought a couple Valentine's things, and we talked about it off and on for weeks. And then finally the day comes, like, all right, the day comes when we do the shoot, and it was like just by virtue of like we weren't gonna do the shoot that day, and then he made a mess and we had to change his clothes anyhow, and he was asleep. So it was just like, all right, what if we just throw him in the Valentine's outfit now and then do the photo shoot? And so like weeks of planning, and then we had like a whole 90 seconds to take the photos. And we got some really cute ones though. Nope. Alright, we're just on top now. Oh, no. Okay. Alright. Uh-oh. Oh, oh. Bump, bump, bump. I can't remember which Mario game it was. I think it was New Super Mario Bros. U, where it was discussed that the game... It might have been New Super Mario Bros. Wii or New Super Mario Bros. U, where the game was made by junior developers at Nintendo. It was intentionally made by junior developers at Nintendo as a means of, like, getting them to practice building levels and making video games. I don't think this is the case in this one. Okay. Ooh, we have bricks. Totally not Legos. Of course, because Nintendo did... Oh my goodness. You pick up the spare power-up and then you lose the power-up that you were holding. Oh no. It's very weird seeing these blocks, because everything in Mario is usually like flat on, and seeing it in this sort of isometric angle feels really weird. That's not how Mario works. Okay. Let's go. Bum, 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 bum. So I was on Reddit, and I saw there was like some Valentine's news where one school banned Valentine's Day, and it was a whole like discussion of like, hey, to promote inclusivity, we're just not gonna celebrate this thing. And I thought that's a really weird thing. Like, it's love, it's supposed to be like, hey, be inclusive, but then seeing some people on Reddit comment about like how bad Valentine's Day was for them, and made me look at Valentine's in a different way, where yes, on Valentine's Day, oftentimes it's mandatory that if you're gonna give out when you give out Valentines, you have to give one to every single person, and I like getting the Valentines, but some people on Reddit were like, yeah, that the mandatory Valentines didn't make anything better for me as the outcast kid, where the three little pigs. What would happen was, instead of like, getting the fact that the Valentine was a good thing, good for me, what ended up happening was kids would just write Valentines that just said messages like, oh, I'm only giving you this because I have to give this to you because it's the rules, or even death threats, which is nuts. And it definitely gave me like a different perspective on the Valentine's thing. And that it's pretty awful that kids would say such things to one another under those circumstances, but at the same time, I was a kid and I am also not surprised, which is unfortunate. All right, let's go, three pigs. Okay. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. There, okay. There it is. Heck yeah. All right. But yeah, I fortunately never had that type of experience on Valentine's Day at school. I just got the Valentines that said Happy Valentine's Day, and that was that. Uh-oh. What is this? Oh, this is like Wario's. Oh. Okay, so we can't go in there yet. We don't have... This is the last level. Got it. And what is this thing? Oh, okay. We're just scrolling. Let's go. Uh-oh, uh-oh, oh no. One of my favorite Valentine... I still have it. I have it saved somewhere. For Valentine's Day, Steph made me the Ralph Wiggum I Choo Choo Choose You card. Like, she redrew and recolored the whole thing. And, like, in... was it Photoshop, InDesign? One of those. Illustrator. Yeah, she drew it in Illustrator. It was amazing. No! That was... She also made me bacon flowers because Steph is the best. What else is coming up? We have NBA All-Star Weekend coming up. Family Day up here in Canada as well. So getting a holiday off, though no holidays for me. I will say, right? Oh no, we missed the star. I don't think I imagined the workload of being a parent to a newborn being as tough as it is. And it is basically a 24/7 job. There is no breaks. Which job is easier, my IRL job or being a dad? Definitely being a dad. Okay. All right, that's a very random thing that we went through there. And now we're in the macro zone. All right. This is... Everything is big, I guess. Uh-oh. So we'll play a couple of these levels. I think this will probably be the last world. I think we can probably get to the boss and beat it in the next few minutes, I think. Yeah, 6 golden coins implies to me that there are 6 worlds, and then, yeah, a final Wario thing. Maybe the Wario Castle is its own world, but if we get 3 done... Okay. Let's try this again. Is the whole idea that we got really small? I thought this would have been like we were really big because it's macro. But no, everything else is really big and we're small. Or, I don't know. I'm guessing these are ants and we have shrunk. Okay. OP power up. Heck yeah. But yeah, in terms of... We're not done the stream just yet, but we will be streaming again Sunday, 10 o'clock. We'll be playing some Pokemon trading card game. I don't know what to play, like, in terms of deck yet. I have not had a chance to practice. I did build Rotom V-Star. I haven't had a chance to play the deck at all, so I don't know if I'm comfortable streaming that one. Maybe we use that as R&D time and we see if we can make it work. But otherwise, yeah, I've been debating between that or a deck that I'm a little more familiar with, like Darkrai. And we'll see. But yeah, we'll definitely be on Sunday. We'll play with some Pokemon cards. See see what happens. There we go. And yeah, I think we're going to play this next week. We have gone too far down this rabbit hole to not... Hey, another 3 lives. To not see this through. And I'm enjoying this too. Okay. Yep, I'm not giving up the rabbit ears. Not giving up the rabbit ears. The pinnacle of Super Mario power-ups right here. Only real gamers would understand. Why would you settle for anything less? Yeah, this feels like a big misstep. Like, how did Nintendo let this through? Come on. There we go. Oh, no. We want to keep our rabbit ears forever. It's kind of wild how portable gaming has evolved. Like, this was the pinnacle of cutting-edge portable gaming technology, and the idea that, yeah, portable games are always like a generation behind, or they're a lesser than experience, and now you have stuff like the Nintendo Switch and the Steam Deck where you're just getting top-tier gaming experiences in a handheld device. It's nuts. It's very cool. All right. Let's go. Macro zone. Oh, okay. I didn't realize we could also hold... Uh-oh. Can I... Yes, okay. Here we go. Top tier gamer stuff. Oh, okay. That didn't really help us out all that much. Oh, this is actually kind of annoying. Okay. For everybody in the chat, what games are you playing these days? I guess, yeah, right now it's this. I've been playing Fire Emblem Engage. I'm at like level 10 or 11 of it. I've hit like a major turning point in the story, and I'm shortly past that major turning point in the story. And it's good. It's good. I'm enjoying it. I think you caved in expansion pass. Now you're playing Pokemon Puzzle. Hey, congratulations. That's awesome. That is another game that I want. So I may have to do that soon. Well, I think do that eventually. Right now, like, finding time for video games is pretty tough. Like, this is that time. And then because Pokemon is now the Sunday thing, I actually want to record a quick Pokemon video right after this. This is pretty much the only time of the week I have to play video games. Hopefully that'll get a little better once our life normalizes a little more and Leo sleeps a bit longer. And we have a bit more of a routine rather than just you know, the entirety of our life revolving around when Leo needs to eat and when Leo needs his diaper cleaned. All right, let's go. Oh, okay, there we go. Got the Got the power up back. Ooh. Yeah, why would you not play the game like this? Okay, I will say it's actually, you have to mash it really fast in order to keep it parallel. Okay. What? Okay. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, that's it. We're fine. Got him. All right, we have half of the golden coins. That's pretty sweet. Okay, so how do we suspend this? ZL, ZR. Let's create a suspend point. I don't actually know. Okay, just a low suspend point. Got it. And yeah, let's wind this thing down. That was fun. Yeah, the Nintendo Direct turned out pretty good. And we got access to some Game Boy games, and we'll play through at least Mario Land. And we played some Tetris there too. I still like that version of Tetris, even if it's not the go-to version of Tetris going forward. Like, or even the go-to retro version. I think that there's a lot of nostalgia for that particular version of Tetris, and it's nice to have access to it again on a modern platform, and I don't have to dig up a Game Boy to plug this thing into. And Gali, welcome. How are you doing? Happy Nintendo Direct Day to you. Let's go see what's happening on Twitch. We were playing Game Boy, actually. Game Boy games are now available on the Nintendo Switch. So we were playing Super Mario Land 2 and Tetris. How was the Nintendo Direct? Oh, my bandwidth just dropped to 0. Yeah, it was pretty good. They showed some more of Legend of Zelda. They showed some Splatoon DLC. They showed Pikmin 4. They gave it a release date. And there's a bunch of other solid... Yeah, Game Boy games and Game Boy Advance games are now available on the Nintendo Switch as well. I was just looking for raid targets here, and I'm not seeing anyone. So we will not do that for this evening, which is fine. Which is fine. Yeah, Gali, how about you? How are you doing? Yeah, I will. The rest of the night's going to be, I'm going to edit. I do want to record. I want to talk about for Pokemon trading card game. Hey, the Don LV, welcome. How are you doing? Don't want to end up with tendonitis? What? You're resting your writing hand this week. Had some tendon issues. Ah, okay. Yeah, sorry to hear that. But yeah, take the time, take all the time and you need to take care of yourself, and hopefully you recover soon. Follow age, hello. Yeah, I know, I recognize the name. I don't have follow age as a thing. I could probably look it up though. How do I check your follow age? Let me see. I don't know how to check follow age. Oh, here we go. Here, I can do this, right? If I click on your name, following since June 13th, 2021. All right, well, welcome. Welcome back. How are you doing? Yeah, we are nearing the end of today's stream, but we'll chat for a little bit. How have you been? Yeah, the big thing for me, we're still out here playing video games. Almost 2 years. Yeah, thank you so much for your support. Much appreciated. I greatly appreciate anyone that hits that that follow button on Twitch. It means a lot. I've never lost sight of the fact that you could spend, and you could be anywhere in the world, not just on Twitch. You could watch any other streamer. You could be watching YouTube. You could be on Twitter. You could be on TikTok. But at some point in your life, you found this channel and said, "Hey, I like this enough that I'm gonna hit the button," and that means a lot to me. So thank you. You've been saying consistent and persistent. That's good. That's good. Consistency is key. Excuse me. Yeah, major life event stuff here. My wife and I had our first child a couple of weeks ago. I have multiple stream decks actually. Let me go and switch to the room cam here. So I've got the regular stream deck and then the stream deck pro. Persistent over consistent. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at now. Thank you. Yeah, my wife and I had our first child, and being a parent, it's wonderful. It's also hard. I'm going to check upstairs with them in just a sec. Steph has been watching the baby the entire time I've been down here. Shout outs. Can we get some love for Steph? Best mom in the universe. I will run upstairs right after this, make sure that before I go and edit for a little bit, make sure she's okay. And if not, like, I can edit tomorrow or what have you if need be. Yeah, shout outs to Steph, of course. But yeah, so like on YouTube, I used to be doing like 5 videos a week, and that has been cut down to... You love my mic? Oh, thank you. In case anyone was wondering, it is a Shure MV7, and you know what? It's kind of funny. The Dawn. There was a big thread on Twitter where someone was offering like stream advice about like what mics you should use and not use, and they made a very big stink about USB microphones, and they pretty much got thrown under the bus for their hot takes, and I tend to agree with the angry mob. So I upgraded this mic. I went from a Blue Yeti Nano to the Shure MV7 almost a year ago now. You are literally the first person to say anything nice about this microphone. And like, it's fine. I'm not mad at anyone for not acknowledging this piece of hardware or noticing a difference, but I do think it amplifies the point that for the vast majority of people, and I think what was missed from the original poster was like, USB mics are trash. You go buy an XLR mic and have the audio interface and all that stuff. Most people don't care and aren't going to hear a difference. And I actually made a video on YouTube comparing the Yeti Nano with this mic head to head, and I think in a practical environment of like, I'm streaming here, I've got background music, or you're hearing the game sound, the differences are minimal, and this thing costs more than double what my old mic did. But am I happy? Yes. I was eyeing this mic for like years and years and years. Well, not years and years and years, but for some time. I was looking for a dynamic microphone and something that sounded a little nicer, especially when I do this. In a hypothetical world where I just do podcasts, or I do podcasts and I don't have the music in the back, this sounds nicer than the Blue Yeti Nano. How much is this mic? Let's see what it is on Amazon. I'm going to use US prices because, well, actually, half the audience here is probably Canadian, but let's go use US prices just for the sake of, we're on Twitch and most people here are in the States. Let's go and I'll click on this. Let me log out of my Amazon so you don't see anything you shouldn't. Here we go. Amazon.com. I see it's on sale right now on Amazon. Oh, what happened? Here it is. So, on Amazon, it's $250 US, regular $311. So in Canadian dollars, it's going to be like close to $400 versus something like what I was using before. Oh, the Blue Yeti. Now, this was my mic before. $98. So, my old mic, this is 3 times more expensive than this one. I personally like the Shure more, but is the Shure MV7 3 times better than a Blue Yeti Nano? No. No, it's not. So yeah, let me go and put the music back on. And yeah, I will always say, if you are looking into streaming and you're very conscious about the streaming equipment that you have or do not have, I always say, if you're just starting out, just use what you have. It's fine. It may not necessarily be top tier equipment or the best gear, or like you don't necessarily need stuff in your backdrop and multiple camera angles and channel point rewards and all that stuff. That's not what's important. And I know I have all that stuff. It's easy for me to say that because I have all that stuff. But especially when you're starting out, the most important thing to figure out is if you actually like streaming. The biggest misconception about streaming is that just because you like playing video games doesn't mean you're going to like streaming. And it is a bad idea to buy a whole bunch of streaming stuff, start streaming, and realize you hate streaming, and now you end up with hundreds, if not thousands of dollars worth of equipment that you have no use for because you don't like streaming. How did you get the camera angle and stuff? There's a second camera right here. So yeah, I have 2 cameras going. Sometimes I used to have 3. I would also use my phone as a third angle. I had issues with software, and I am too lazy to set up the new camera. So I only have 2 cameras right now, and I have a bunch of stream decks, of which every single button is programmed for stuff. And I still have to use sub menus and stuff to get all of the different things that it can do, from changing scenes to changing my voice, to the air horns, to the sound effects, to making money rain from the sky, stuff like that. But again, you're just starting out. Just use what you have, and if you decide you want to invest more, by all means go for it at that point. But don't buy any of this stuff to start. That's ridiculous. And even now, I feel like at this point I could pair. I haven't really added any new stuff to my stream in years. And on YouTube in particular, where the channel is growing faster than it ever has, it has largely nothing to do with my production and everything to do with the content that I'm making, now that I've focused a little more on that side. On the inspired you to get a stream deck. Awesome. Well, I will say this. Let's go back to this one. My reco on the stream deck. So yeah, stream deck. There's different stream decks. There's this new one that has the mixer and it has knobs on it. I don't have that one. I have this stream deck. This is the old one, which doesn't have this sort of fixed stand. This stand really sucks. But if you want to save a couple of bucks, it's not the worst. This is fine. So this one has 15 buttons, and then this one has 32 buttons. So that is the main difference. This one has 15. This one has 32. I am a monster, and I use all of them and then some. The one I would not recommend, and I don't even... The one thing I would recommend, do not buy the Stream Deck Mini. I mean, I don't know what your workflow is or what it's going to be, but almost certainly you are going to want more than 6 buttons. So I would say at least if you're going to go with a Stream Deck, go with the 15 button one. I don't necessarily know if you need, especially if you're just starting out, I don't know if you need one with like the touch screen thing and the knobs, and like based on my workflow, I don't need this. And yes, I much prefer having more buttons than having the screen thing on the side here and the knobs, especially since I don't tweak my audio in the middle of streams. I just have buttons that mute, unmute, and I set everything before the stream even starts, so I don't have to adjust anything on the fly. I don't want to be sitting here twiddling knobs on volumes and stuff while I'm out here. So yeah, that would be my advice if you want a Stream Deck, the 15 button one, whether you go with the old one with the crappy stand or the new one that has the single angle stand. That's up to you. What do all your buttons do? Could you show them all? I don't think I can. Not without having to do like a whole bunch of stuff to make it work. But I have controls for my microphone. I can mute my mic, unmute. I can record. I have different voices. So like when I do my voice changer, I can talk like this, or
I can talk like this.
I have a marker for if something cool happens on Twitch, I can mark it. And then when I go look at the VOD, there's a marker for where that cool thing happened. I have different sort of graphics. So like if I wanted to promote my website, for example, I can hit the button and then it shows the graphic there. I can make it rain like sadness. I can do victory celebration stuff like this, play anime lines. Oh, this is going to go on for a really long time. I shouldn't have done that.
I can do the anime punch. So here we go, check this out. Yeah, stuff like that. This is all, you programmed it, I programmed it once. You've learned so much in 15 minutes. Awesome. No, you don't have to set it up each time. You program it in once and then it's there. And you can set up different profiles, so if you want your buttons to do different things based on like what game you're playing or what have you can do that too. Different camera angles, so like I have like, here's the game view. I have it so like I can punch in on my face while I'm still in the game. Here's one where the game is in its small view and my face is still here. My voice changer's still
on? What the heck? Is it on now? Is the voice changer still on now? Thank you for flagging that. The button might have gotten stuck. Oh no. Yeah, is the voice changer actually on right now? One. I might need to turn that off. Testing, 1, 2, 3. If I let it stay like that?
No.
Don't do that. Okay, I think it's off now. It's off. Okay, cool. I can do that. I can run giveaways on the channel, do draws. I can save replays. I can... when I used to do the rap intros to the channel, I could set those up. So yeah, let's see if we can do that right here.
Oh, no, that's the end there. Let's see if the intro's gonna work here. Oh, the beat's gone. So I used to do rap intros, and like this would program the different song, it would go through different things, and then I would rap with the auto-tune voice and stuff. That is clearly broken right now. So let's just stop here. No,
I don't remember how to stop this. How did I stop this thing? Was it like this?
No.
It has been so long since
Right there it is. Okay. I hit the button again and then it stops. There. And then the regular music kicks back in. So yeah, you can do all sorts of crazy stuff with a Stream Deck. The biggest thing is that I can control all of that type of stuff without having to like look off to the side and then like navigate the menus in OBS to trigger those things. And it's just a more natural, like, I can hit the button and go. The voice changer's still on, isn't it?
Yeah, okay. There it is. It's off. But yes, what was I going to say? Of like streaming equipment, if you're going to buy anything, assuming you have, let's just say you have a laptop, I would say, yeah, have a camera and a microphone, even if it's the built-in camera on your laptop and the built-in mic on your computer. Like, start with that. If you're gonna stream console games, you'll want a capture card. I personally use the Elgato Game Capture HD. I think that card is great. There are other ones that do similar things. I would generally avoid the super cheap USB ones because they have numerous flaws and they run at crappy resolutions or don't pass through sound and all that type of stuff. Yeah, so if you're going to stream console games, have a capture card. If you're going to buy like hardware to start upgrading things, the first thing I would get is a mic. And I think you could go as cheap as like a... There we go. Okay, I do have to wrap this up in a sec. As cheap as a blue snowball for like $50, and just set it up properly with the right microphone settings, with the right noise filters, noise gate compressors, and yes, mic settings. If you set up your mic with the proper filters and stuff, I put up my guide here that you can use. You can make your mic sound fine. If you've got a garbage mic, you can make it mostly sound okay. If you have a good mic, you can make it sound even better. Even this, out of the box, is very flat, in my opinion. So I have to run some EQ on it to make it sound a little more to my liking. All right. Any other last questions before I head out? I need to make sure that Steph and Leo are okay. Ugh. Let me just check. Is there anyone we can raid here? I don't think there is. Oh yeah, we have stayed on long enough that Jason is on. Okay. Raid, downstab, Jason. So we are. Hope you have a good rest of your night. Thank you so much, Don LV. Welcome back. Good to see you again. If you have any other questions on streaming stuff, feel free to drop by. I'm still here every week, and yeah, always down to talk about pretty much whatever. At this point, it's mostly dad talk, but stream talk is fun too. In the meantime, let's go and show some love to Jason, who is streaming Future Cop LAPD. I have no idea what this is, but let's go say hello to him. So until next time, I'm Jet from inthirdperson.com. Thank you so much for watching, and let's get out of here. Bye-bye.